compared to Paddy Hillary today and Charlie Haughey last night, is an ignominious start to any term. However, carry on regardless. A Húchtarán, a Cáthíreach, Tortí agus a Páirde Illich, it's more than overdone, a vet. My anima word, Taoiseach, mar Tarahora, don Húchtarán, Fine Gael. It's a great honour for me to be here today and to have my name put forward for the presidency of Fine Gael. I never in my life thought that I would ever be standing here when I joined Fine Gael 6 years ago, but here I am. First of all, before I forget, I just want to thank the branches who nominated me and others who have offered support and encouragement over the last few weeks and months. It's humbling, to say the least, to see the unanimity that seems to develop around my candidacy for the presidency, the ideas that I was pushing, and it's very gratifying to have my years of work recognised, so thank you all for that. I'm not going to single out any branches or people in particular, but suffice it to say the list was pretty extensive. Today we meet in the shadow of considerable electoral success. With 20 extra CDs, many of them young Fine Gael members. Our organisation is strengthened. We have much slicker political operation than we had 5, 10, 15 years ago. But this is something which other candidates didn't allude to. We can't escape the fact that we're meeting here in the shadow of our 6th consecutive general election defeat. Hard to believe it, but it's the truth. We were beaten last May by a government which made promises that no one believed, appointed ministers who no one trusts, set up quangos that no one voted for, and we've seen the result of that in the last few days. So we've asked questions, deep questions in Fine Gael about why that was. Yes, we were beaten narrowly. Yes, we were beaten by a few thousand votes and the quirks of the PR system. But we can't blame the electoral system or take comfort in the progress that has been made. It's only one step along the road. We have to still recognise that significant, huge changes have to be made within Fine Gael and young Fine Gael. And those of you who have been around me for 6 years that I've been a member will have heard me talk about this at length in the past. There's a significant body of opinion, and I heard it here last night as well. A lot of members of Fine Gael and young Fine Gael think that all we have to do is wait around for the economy to hit the rocks, for Cowan to take over, we'll be less popular than Bertie, and that it will fall into our lap. And that, like we did in 1997, wait around, make one more heave at the next election, and we'll be in power. But frankly, I don't agree with that. I think that's a pretty pathetic way for a party as great and as ambitious as Fine Gael and young Fine Gael to hang around and just wait for things to fall into our lap. One more heave will mean one more defeat at the end of the day. We've had 6 of them. We have to make sure that there's not a 7th. I for one, and young Fine Gael should not be waiting around for something better to come along. As Richard Harris said, and John Kennedy mentioned it last night, in this sporting life, if you want something in life, you go out there and get it. And that applies to politics as much as it does to any of us as individuals. So young Fine Gael has to push Fine Gael to seize that opportunity. It's perhaps a mistake we made in the last 5 years. We waited around. We didn't go for the jugular in terms of policy, organisation, presentation, and so on. Another theory which prevails is that we should, hit them harder, hit Fianna Fáil harder. I heard it from some of the panel candidates. Hit them harder, and the people will wake up eventually to their mistakes and voting them back in. That's not the solution either. People know the government has failed. What they want to know is who will succeed. They want to know how we will succeed.